Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I am Normaila Escap, third year student from MSU Maguindanao. Last July 15, 2025, I had the privilege to join the MPRSD educational tour held at the DOST Pag-asa Station in Mologan, El Salvador, Misamis Oriental. The tour gave us a first-hand look into how Pag-asa monitors our environment from weather tracking to hydrology and climate forecasting. Today, I will be sharing with you the highlights of the trip, my personal reflection, and how I plan to apply my learning moving forward. Let me share some of the most interesting parts of the tour that really stood out to me. One of the most memorable and fascinating parts of our DOST Pag-asa educational tour in Mologan, El Salvador was witnessing the launch of the Radioson balloon, also known as weather balloon. Pag-asa launches this balloon once every day to collect real-time atmospheric data that satellites alone cannot capture. During our visit, we saw the entire process up close, from preparing the hydrogen-filled balloon, attaching the GPS or Radioson device, and releasing it into the sky. As the balloon rises, it carries instruments that measure temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure, and wind speed at our atmosphere up to over 28,000 feet and more height. This data is then sent back to Pag-asa ground system using radio signals. Secondly, most eye-opening parts of the educational tour was visiting the hydrology and forecasting section. So, inside the station, we observed large monitoring screens showing real-time data, rainfall distribution, flood-prone zones, and storm paths. The forecasters explain how they track precipitation levels, monitor river basins, and issue timely flood and weather warnings. So we learned that hydrology is more than just studying water. So it's about managing risk. So they monitor river systems and drainage basins, which are large areas of land where rainfall collects and drains into a common outlet like a river. So when heavy rainfall occurs, especially during typhoons, so they assess how much water enters each watershed or river basin and whether it will cause flooding downstream. Using automated rain gauge, water labor sensor, and radar data, Pag-asa can pinpoint which areas are likely to experience flooding. So these are visualized on the screen through color-code hazard maps, allowing forecasters to quickly assess high-risk communities. So this experience made me realize that forecasting is not just predicting the weather. So it's life-saving mission. Their works help local government units decide when to suspend classes, issue evacuation orders, or deploy rescue operations. Thirdly, that we observed there is the rain gauge. One of the first instruments we saw was the rain gauge, which is used to measure the amount of rainfall over a period of time. Seeing it in person helped me appreciate how crucial even simple tools are in protecting communities. And lastly is the sunshine recorder. We also saw the sunshine recorder, which measures the duration of sunshine each day. This is very useful in climate research, agriculture, and renewable energy studies. So these experiences at the Pag-asa DOST station in Mologan truly transformed the way I view science, weather system, and disaster preparedness. It was not just an educational field trip. It was a powerful reminder of how crucial scientific work is to our everyday lives. So let me share some reflections about in our tour. First is, before this tour, I thought weather forecasts were just educated guesses. I never fully understood how forecasters came up with accurate storm tracks or rainfall warnings. But After seeing the Radiosonde balloon launch and the advanced hydrology monitoring system, I realized that forecasts are based on the combination of solids, science-based data. So now, I understand that weather prediction are not random. They are based on consistent atmospheric monitoring and analysis. That's big eye-opener for me. Moreover, in my community, the most important service Pag-asa provides is the issuance of typhoon and flooding advisories. During typhoon season, people rely on these bulletins to know whether classes or work are suspended, to prepare food and water supplies, and to secure their homes. Thanks to our visit to the Hydrology and Forecasting Center, I learned how rainfall and river levels are tracked using sensors and radar. Pag-asa monitors different river basins, analyzes precipitation data, and uses hazard maps to forecast the livelihood of flash floods or rising river levels. Additionally, the instrument that truly inspired me the most is the Radiosonde balloon, also known as the weather balloon. It may seem simple, a lightweight balloon with a small instrument attached, but it plays a huge role in disaster risk reduction. Seeing it filled with hydrogen gas, carefully monitored and released into the atmosphere was a moment I will not forget. The people at Pag-asa are not just scientists, they are protectors. They monitor condition 24 hours, they analyze data, and they use alerts that keep families safe. Their commitment show me that science is not only about discovering knowledge but also about sharing it responsibly for public safety. After everything I have seen and learned from the Pag-asa tour, I did not just walk away with new information. I walk away with a deeper sense of responsibility. Weather awareness and preparedness should not stop at Pag-asa. It should continue with us, student, citizen, and future professionals. So, my number one safety tips in simple but powerful is, citizen, always check official Pag-asa updates before making plans, especially during the rainy season. Never rely on random social media posts or viral rumors. Instead, follow Pag-asa verified Facebook page, their official website, or their CMS alerts. Accurate information makes all the difference. Also, as a student, I now feel more empowered to spread awareness. I plan to share timely weather bulletins with classmates and family, especially when storms are approaching. As a member of the community, I want to support disaster preparedness at the barangay level. If ever there are info drives or cleanup operations to help reduce flood risk, I will gladly volunteer. The Pag-asa team taught me that preparedness is everyone's responsibility, and it begins with knowing how to respond and helping others do the same. As a future professional, in the future also, whatever career path I take, I hope to integrate environmental awareness in my work. If I become a teacher, I will include climate literacy in my lesson. I will work in teach. I will support platforms that provide accurate weather info. Lastly, to close this reflection, I want to sincerely thank our dedicated teachers, the Pag-asa staff at Molugan Station, and the entire MPRSD store team for making these eye-opening experiences possible. This tour was more than just an educational trip. It was a wake-up call. I saw how science works beyond the classroom, how it protects lives, guides communities, and responds to real-world challenges. Watching the Radiosonde balloon launch reminded me that even silent tools can have a loud impact. Seeing how the hydrology station monitors flood basins and storm path show me how deeply Pag-asa's work is woven into our safety. I now truly understand how awareness, preparedness, and innovation work hand in hand to build a resilient nation. Let me leave you with a powerful line that reflects everything I have come to value from this tour.